No, Bernard, the one who's gonna have problems is you. Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, 1961, Oyster Cracker Man, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Peso, Robo Rapist Knight, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery, Karen Fausta, Country and Western, and the All-American Antilla. Okay, this is the way it works, Bernard, Perlita, Banshee and Deans, so on and so forth. If you people's hero is the All-American, and I put this to you the last time, Bernard. This is how I proved that you guys stole from my dad and my brothers and abused them, Bernard. I'm tired of the argument with you. If your hero is the All-American, and you guys can think you can do whatever you want, you can, Bernard. But, see, Jim and them, like I said, you guys follow the All-American and you abused the four boys. Bernard LaFag, Chancellor Freeman, they're carnies and whatnot. You guys followed that same thing. You abused the four Faust boys, beat them up, took their shit. See, I can prove that you probably did this into Jay Beswick, Greg Faust, Joe, Paul Puller, and his kids, and Mel Kolb, and or Colin Powell, so on and so forth. You want to run into your little gang with the All-American Antilla there, Joe. Aaron or Bernard, and it's that quite simple. And so after you guys did that to the four boys, you guys do it to the girls, the Schwartzes, the Beswick girls, the Kintier girls, the Godfreys, or whoever, the Puller girls. The pattern is just Joe, the All-American, and Harry and them, and it just kept going and going and going. And I told you, Bernard, I don't care if who it belongs to. Perlita joined in on that crowd, Aaron, Justin, whoever. All-American! All-American! Not because maybe they wanted to, maybe because they had no choice. But the whole point is, Bernard, you guys have a focal point on which families that you always abuse. David, poof, poof, poof. Okay, so you don't like Kennedy's, Rothschilds, or Bowman's, right? David, poof, poof. It proves you're a murderer and a rapist. Mass murderers. I told you that, Bernard. Simple, follow the crowd mentality. Then you guys go after the Hiltons. It just keeps going on and on and on with you, Bernard. Who else? You guys, now, you guys don't like Russians, the Israelis. Who else? Bernard, they've already nailed you in France. Spain, Japan, the Asians. You guys follow the All-American, which is an abusive gang, Bernard. Then you guys use the cults, Jonestown and all that. The Negroes join in. You guys, it's a prison story, Bernard. Because you guys follow the All-American. And the All-American says, you can attack these people, but leave these ones alone. That's it, Bernard. It's really simple to figure out who you guys stole from and whose stuff you fucked up. Get it, Bernard, and then you guys run away and then leave the other ones. Beat him up. There he comes back in, the minister man who beat the child up. Beat him up, Blum. Point is, Bernard, it's not hard to figure out. You guys got a hold of people's stuff and fucked it all up. Go after the McBrides at McDonald's. Then you guys go after the Hollywood celebrities. All-American. All-American delusion. Point is, Bernard, it gets old. I hear your voice, Indian fade in and out, excuses. You haven't even figured out why you got the inbreed problem? All-American. And then you got a bunch of Red Randys. You got a bunch of the Antillamans. You got a bunch of Joes, Dougs, GPS Knights, all that stuff. I wonder who stole people's stuff and touched it and screwed it up, Bernard. Ellery's, all that stuff. They're showing you, Bernard, who the problem is. You just live in denial. Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, all that. So if you're going to follow the All-American and keep tripping, Bernard, then you have your answer with Perlita. And you guys get to lead that with your special bitten that you guys stole, that you claim are the pure white ones, but you're not. It's a made-up story to gain sympathy for being gay or whatever. But you see why you got the piles and the hillbilly squads of the problem there, Bernard? Follow the All-American. All-American. The experimentator that tore shit up. Because he never knew what he was doing after you guys cracked the oyster. And who had the oysters? I wonder. So it's not hard, Bernard, to figure out who the abusers are. Because you guys have the money and you guys can think you can just do whatever the fuck you want. And you can. But it's gonna suck. Because you guys were the ones that came out here in the early periods and did all American. You better follow it. All American. Boom! The blue boy explodes in the plane. And then all you guys do is country and western and hillbilliness. You slaughtered a whole family, Bernard, and then framed people for it. Means you're a pussy. Shh, shh. That's all he does. Shh. Whispering. He hovers over the cemeteries. I wonder why he does that. Harry places Dave, Adam, and John as his special messiahs in Perluda. I wonder why he does that. Oh, following a pattern? What he can control. Whether he's the religious minister or just, do whatever he wants, cowboy, country, and western. I wonder why they had problems overseas. Follow the all-American. You're not all-American. You're a terrorist. See where your racism's getting you, Bernard? So fade out and run away like the pussy coward you've always been at war, because you've never won a real battle. You got to take it to the children that can't defend themselves, and then you make up a fucking story to your rich friends about how great you are. Who gives a shit, dude? So like I said, Bernard, if you're going to keep using the McDonald's story where he raped and mutilated and took kids, and then, comes up with another back-ass bullshit story, then the military, the FBI, the CIA, and all those other people who got to put up with the group of you get to make money and recover off their losses of your stupid bullshit war. That you help with the Negroes and all that shit, and then you guys persecute the Spanish, and then pretend that you love Selena and all this shit. Come on. I wish the group of you, Harry, Joe, Bernard, never touched the stuff and got involved with it. My dad and them had a way better idea when they were running it. But as soon as Joe and them came in and started their all-American war, all-American, look at what it did to the city. And none of the cool people are here, Joe. Harry, Bernard, you got what you wanted. They cleared out. And you guys got to fuck and do whatever. And the people got sick. And you guys don't have the stuff to fix it. All-American. So you got your theme, all-American. So like I said, I hope they convene NATO for you, Joe. And then play back the 100+ some years of history watching you do all-American. And watch it tumble down in front of your face as you get to watch the people that worked for you grift and steal and, as you destroyed families. That's what war does, Bernard. Haven't you figured it out? If money is what you want, money is what you'll still have. And they're going to give you tons of dirty money, Bernard, because it's always what it's been. It's not love. So you can sit there, like I said, Bernard, they're getting it all scripted so you can birth your doll. And this time, though, Bernard, and Red Rant, don't abuse it. Don't. And you can come up with all the Jehovah Witness and science theories like Joe and all that, Bernard, and, because we all know that's what you want to do with the group of them. And all-American. And prove whatever you want in your, delusional atheistic theory and get nothing fucking done.